One of the most important and useful extensions is the call extension. And if your goal in advertising is to receive calls, I recommend that you definitely use the call extension because you can receive very good calls from it. Now let's see together how we can use the call extension. Like other extensions, you can use the call extension in different ways. You can use the call extension at the campaign, ad group, or account level. Now I am at the campaign level, at the all campaigns or account level. From the left menu, I go to Ads and Extensions and select Extensions. See, if we don't want to set up a Persian campaign. Like the other extensions, we go into Extensions. Click the plus option and select Call Extension. And we select our desired level from the Add to section, meaning account, campaign, or ad group. Here, we choose the country we want and enter the contact number and save. But because we are in Iran and Iran is not available in this section, we have to use a script to create a call extension. So, what do? We go to Google and search for phone number, builder. Look at the Google results and select developers.google.com when you see it. Enter this level. Here it provides you with the call extension script. Copy the script from here and re-enter the account. In the account search section, search for script. Either type script in the search section or select the script option from the Tools and Settings Bulk Action section. Well, I type script in the search and enter a page like this. There is a plus option. I click on it and select New Script. From the second line, I paste the script that I had copied. Well, look. Here you need to make two changes. One is to change the country part from US to IR, and the other is to select the desired contact number. Now, if you are entering a mobile contact number with the prefix 011, 0135, or whatever it is, it means that when you want to dial a number with a mobile phone, enter it the same way here. If you are entering a landline number, include its code, for example 021, or the code of any city it belongs to. And a note, if your contact number is a 5-digit number or less than 8 digits, what do? Akfidast. Enter it completely and fill the remaining digits up to 8 with zeros. Suppose I also want to enter a mobile number. I enter a mobile number. And after I actually continue, I enter my mobile number. There is a yellow bar up here. From that section, I authorize. When I click Authorize, I need to select my Gmail and proceed with the remaining steps. Just remember, sometimes you might get an error here. If you get an error, don't pay any attention to it at all. Well, after I click Authorize, I click on Preview from the bottom section. And make sure to see the successful message. Look, it's clear here. After Authorize and Preview, I click the Run option. When I click on Run in the Skip section, it gets placed here. Okay, now I've clicked on Skip. So I need to go back into my account and apply the call extension in the Extensions section. As I mentioned, at whatever level you are, you can apply your call extension from that level. For example, if you want it to be at the account level, you set it at the account level. Or if you want it at the campaign level or the ad group level. Right now, I want to apply it at the account level. So I carefully read from the top to ensure I'm in the All Campaigns or Account section. From the left-hand menu, I select Add an Extension. Click on Extension. Then click on Plus and choose Call Extension. Okay, now you see, I need to go to the Use Existing section. And here, according to the scripts I've set up, the contact number is placed here for me. I select it and click Save. A note, you might run the script and come here and see nothing. Why does this happen? it takes a little time. Sometimes it happens that right after running the script, you don't see the contact number here. If this happens, refresh the page a few times and give it some time. It will eventually appear for you. Just like that, you can easily activate the call extension. However, recently, something has happened that makes the call extension very disapproved, or your call extension doesn't show up at all. You see, in this section, when I'm in the extensions part, you see clicks, and in the call section, clicks and impressions and CTR have a line through them, meaning this hasn't yet. The call extension hasn't been displayed. If you see a line in front of these, it means you haven't had any clicks or impressions yet. Or if it turns red here and gives you a reset error, what we need to do is go and pop the script. Activate the call extension again. Re-enter the script. And here, I open it in the action section, and select disable. I actually remove the script from here. And I can also remove the call extension from the extensions section. I go back to the extensions. I click on the extension. Here you see, I click on this option and select remove from the top section and remove it. So if you added a call extension and it didn't show clicks or was disapproved, you can remove your script, remove your call extension from the extension section, and add another call extension again. Now, consider a point where your campaign is running 24 hours, but you don't want your calls to be available 24 hours because you can't be responsive and efficient all the time. So what should you do? As I mentioned in previous videos, if you are using any extension, you have an option called Add Schedule, where you can specify the days and hours you want it to be displayed. This means that the extension determines when it should be displayed. Now, since we came from the script side and actually hit the call extension, we didn't go the usual way to hit the extension part. So what do we do now? If we want the call extension to be scheduled, what do? We have a script that we provide to you, and that script is the scheduled call extension script. What do? We come and copy this script. We enter its section again and click. We click on the plus, we click on new script. If you remember, I told you to paste the call extension script from the second line. Why? Because here it already has the function part in the first line, but the script I'm giving you includes the function part. As a result, delete everything you see on the script page and paste this script from line 1. See? The script looks like this. In the first part, set the country to IR again. In the second part, like before, you enter your phone number. Scroll down to see that it specifies the days of the week, for example, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and it specifies the hours. For instance, it says the start is at 7:30 and the end is at 18:30. Well, you specify the start and end of your display here. Just pay attention to the time. You need to convert the time you want into your account's time zone. For example, if my account's time zone is Turkey and I want it to start at 7 a.m. Iran time, I need to convert this to Turkey time and enter the Turkey time here. Well, for example, suppose I want my collection to be displayed from 7:30 to 18:30 on all days of the week. All the days of the week are listed here. And at the bottom row, you can see the different days of the week. If there's a day you don't want to be included and you want it not to be displayed, you can remove that day from here and make sure to also remove it from the bottom row in this section. Okay? Once we have specified the days we are interested in and set the hours according to our account's time zone, the steps are as follows. What does that mean? It means I click on Authorize. I select this Gmail. And then I click on Preview. Well, you also had a problem. And I got an error. I didn't see the success message. Well, now I saw the success message. Exactly in the preview section, any bug will be shown to you up here. And then I click on the run option. That's it. And then I enter again. I go to the extension section, I select the extension and choose the desired one in the use existing extension section. So now we have learned how to call an extension through a script, and we have learned how to set a scheduled call extension through a script. Well, here's the point. Sometimes you might notice that in some ads, they have placed a call in the headline of their ads. Is this a good practice or not? First of all, this is part of Google's policies. When you put a phone number in the headline or in description, it gives you an error and doesn't allow you to do this. Now imagine you've edited it several times and managed to bypass this policy by, for example, putting spaces between the numbers or attaching the number to letters here and there, and you can place the phone number in the headline. Is this a good practice or not? Well, see, when we have call extensions where we can place our phone number in the extension and it's clickable, why not do that? Why should we put it in the headline? When you put it in the headline, it actually reduces your relevance. Why? Because instead of using your keywords in your headline, you're using a set of numbers that have nothing to do with your keyword. As a result, it decreases from the front column, and on the other hand, it's also not clickable, meaning no one can, for example, if you put a call extension, the person can click on it with their mobile and call you right away. So I don't recommend using it in your headline at all. Just the fact that Google can detect it reduces your relevance, and since it's not clickable. Sometimes on the other hand, some people also put contact numbers in the call-out section or other extensions. Again, like other cases, since it's not clickable, I don't recommend doing such a thing. These were all the points I wanted to tell you about call extensions. Join me in the next videos as we review the other extensions together.